One of the most anticipated NFT drops of the year just raised more than $300 million overnight. Yet the NFT community appears divided on whether it was a flop or not. Hey guys, so in my last video, I talked about the Otherside NFT, which is the highly anticipated virtual land drop from Yuga Labs. And I mentioned how this could be one of the biggest opportunities to join the coveted Yuga Lab ecosystem, which currently consists of apes, mutants, punks, and meebits, all of which are considered blue chip right now. So in this post-mortem of the mint, let's go over the takeaways and lessons learned. First, the Otherside land sale was unprecedented in popularity and likely the largest drop that's happened simultaneously. And about 190 million worth of ETH was spent on gas fees, the majority of that due to failed transactions. This means gas prices were hitting as high as 8,000 gwei from their low points of just 25 gwei the same day. It was pain for minters and gain for miners. The actual price of the Otherside was 305 ApeCoin, but as the gas prices spiked, users were paying upwards of 2 to 3 ETH just to try and front run each other during the mint. This caused many people to speculate that this was actually their intention from the get-go. Other people actually believed that the Otherside launch was handled by Yuga's partner Animoca, since that's who actually owns the Otherside NFTs and Yuga owns the Coda NFTs. The Codas were these collection of 10,000 cartoon weird alien creatures that were randomly dispersed among the first 100,000 Otherside lands. So people were speculating that these were super rare and had been sniping them on secondary. Okay, so now let's go read all of the different tweets. Ex-lawyer NFT thinks that Yuga Labs can fix this by whitelisting all wallets at KYC'd and approved ape and had enough ape to mint but did not get to mint, and let them mint the remaining 100,000 deeds over a week at 305 ape. This caught the attention of Vitalik, who made a tweet about how the optimized contracts would have really helped, and a major account is just partially disagreeing with that, because he's saying that more importantly, the contract optimization matters because demand should not have outstripped supply by so much. That's where, in my opinion, the biggest gaffe was. This isn't the first hype mint on Ethereum, and several projects have done an excellent job at managing demand. He gives a few examples, including the Punks comic issue 2, the Moonbirds raffle system, and more ideas on how they could have KYC'd and limited the mint to 1 per transaction for wave 1 and give wave 1 a full 24 hours. I think there's a lot of other interesting perspectives. It's great that the Web3 community is waking up to the fact that it's been overrun by VCs. People think money equals good for projects, but what people don't understand is VC culture, a truly parasitic Ponzi-esque industry that will grow companies indefinitely. Series A through E funding rounds to IPO and dump all their stocks on retail. And even more people were pointing out that the real issue is Yuga not doing any of the obvious things to help avoid this or mitigate what everyone knew was going to be a gas war. Some people had the other side of the take, saying that, hey, as long as you're able to mint and you're still up, then what are you complaining about? And the same person on the other side saying that the biggest NFT drop in history, market decide the price, not Yuga. If you're fighting Yuga over this shit, you're not gonna make it and probably won. Imagine your other collections were down and weren't able to mint land. They had initially announced that it was gonna be a Dutch auction, but then walked it back and said that, you know, Dutch auctions are bullshit and that, you know, gas wars are crap and we're gonna do this in waves instead, but yet allocated 2 per KYC wallet, knowing how many KYC wallets there were. And then on the IP side, you have Punk6529, who went through some points and said that 1, it's much worse licenses than prior Yuga licenses. There are no rights in other deeds. The restricted rights in Codas, and they're 100% revocable. So I think all in all, people are waking up to the fact that Yuga is now bought out to VCs and will continue to operate similarly to VC companies. One of the major ones that invested is A16Z, who also happens to own a part of OpenSea, which now accepts ApeCoin. I think the takeaways and the lessons here would be, 1, you should like and subscribe to this video. 2, people should really DYOR before jumping into something. 3, don't jump into a gas war unless you're a veteran or you're a whale. 4, don't risk more than what you can lose. And then as a bonus one, I think it's worth adding that no company in history has ever batted 100%. They've never executed perfectly, right? Plenty have fumbled the ball at times, and I think we shouldn't pretend that Yuga is some sort of exception to this. So what do you think? Did the biggest drop of the year meet your expectations, or was it a flop? If you minted, were you successful, and how much gas did you end up spending? I had failed transactions too, but I did not lose any gas. If you want to know how to do this, subscribe and leave me a comment below. Anyways, I hope you found this postmortem helpful. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter, and I will see you in the next video.